show. It's so good. I love having artists that we haven't, got to know the story from yet. And I love this, and I love your single Dig. I loved your previous single. Tell us how it's going.
It's really fun, thank you. I think the word that I meant to use is emerging singer-songwriter, but I think that's code word for completely unknown. So it's been very lovely to have a week of interviews with community radio stations and a couple of podcasts and things, just chatting about music and about inspiration. It's been really great, but yeah, it's interesting. A lot of people are reading like high school accolades because there's nothing on my bio yet. I'm very fresh.
Love it. That's the best bit, though. I love one of my favorite things since starting Country Kickback, and even previous to that, but is watching an artist from the start and work through. And it's not really the start for you, because I did look. You've grown up in a musical family, and you've had that all your life. It's just getting out there now to Australian country fans. Tell us a bit about how you got into music and sort of why you're releasing now, how you got to this stage.
Well, yes, I didn't really expect music to come back the way that it has, but I was born into a musical family, so it was always part of our everyday life. We like to sing and play guitar. I don't play the guitar. My brothers and my sister play the guitar, but my sisters both married very musical people, so it's just lovely to be able to get together and have a sing song. And my siblings they have their own musical projects, and every so often we get to come together and have a gig together or support each other in concert. Oh, it's really great. It's such a great way to grow up. But also, I did a bit of jazz singing in my younger years, and I liked music at school. But I never really thought it would be part of my future. Not that kind anyway, just because there was a lot of late nights and weekends. I was singing at the casino in Melbourne, and sometimes until 3 a.m. That's something that you got to do in your early 20s.
Yes.
So yeah, that's it. So yeah, when I got married, I just I hung it up for a little bit, and we moved out to the farm, and all of a sudden inspiration came back, and I started writing songs again. So it's a little bit of a surprising turn, and I'm really happy to be back in this space.
It's so you weren't writing in between at all? Like it's sort of just suddenly come back? Wow.
Not really. No, I wrote a couple of songs, but not really. No, it's really come back, not with a bang, but it's definitely a fresh direction for the music, which is really lovely.
Ooh, I like hearing how that sort of thing happened. And I know you, as you were saying before we went live, you've just, you've gone into farming, into sheep, from sort of not being in that background. Do you think that gave you, like, is that why you've sort of come a bit more inspired, like you've seen new things for the first time, trying new career? Did that sort of play into it a little bit as well?
100%. That's everything, really. I wrote my first country single. It's called Working Like Dogs, and it came to me in an afternoon or an evening. We're driving home in the car, and it was just a really busy. I'm not allowed to sook, so I'm not going to say it was busy or rough, because I'm not allowed to say that. Other farmers will tease me. No, but it was just a really full time, and we've got our little kitties, and we were just so tired. And I took inspiration from the dogs and their work ethic, and that's when I wrote my first a farm inspired song. And it was my husband who really encouraged me to record it, and to record it properly, and to put it out there. And then I suppose creativity begets creativity. So that's how it all got started again.
Does your husband sing as well?
He does sing on that track. Just at the end there, you hear a male voice coming in. He's not a singer. I did try to get him to sing on the latest release too. It didn't go so well, but he does give it a go from time to time. But no, he's not very musical. He's very supportive.
That's beautiful. And I know that we were talking again before we went live about recording. You came down here, you recorded with Matt Fell. How did that all evolve? Because he's an amazing person to record with, and as you know, his venue is incredible. But yeah, how did that come about, working with Matt?
Oh, I couldn't be happier with my fortunate choice of producer. He's just been so fantastic. How it happened was I'd written this song. My husband was pestering me about recording it. I didn't really know who to go to. I knew I wanted to do it properly. I figured I should probably look at somebody in the country sort of scene. And so I Googled all of my favorite country artists, and he had produced pretty much all of their songs. So I thought, well, I think that's the guy that I need to go to. So I literally just Googled his name and cold called him. And thankfully, I must have called him in a quiet period of his life, because he agreed for me to come down, and he recorded some of the songs. And we were gobsmacked the first trip down. The beauty of the setting, and then him just seamlessly putting together these masterpieces before our eyes. It was really quite remarkable.
Magical, isn't it? Incredible.
Yeah, and I'm not very good with my instruments. I play the piano, but that's it really. And so he does so much on the tracks, and I have to credit so much of the creativity of the production of the tracks to Matt. I'm so blessed by him.
His vision, his ability to see something before it's created, it's incredible. It's a very, very incredible talent to have. You're saying before you play piano, but you don't play guitar. Do you write the lyrics with a melody in mind? How does your writing process because a lot of artists do play guitar or piano to do that, but it's interesting to hear your way.
Yeah, I write the melody with the lyrics first, and usually it comes about with a line or two that sound nice, or a chorus melody and kind of the vibe of the thing of what I want to write about. Usually a song will be like, I have the punchline, and then I build around the punchline, and then once I have the melody, I can kind of hear the chords in my head, and then I sit down at the piano to figure out what they are. So the music side of things doesn't take too long, because I can my brain knows what it should sound like, and then it just takes me a little while fiddling around on the piano to write the chords to it.
That is incredible. I wish I had that talent. The writing bit I find easy, the music bit not as much. That's where it's interesting how everyone starts differently. Some people completely have no melody and write and then add a melody to it. It's just interesting to hear how everyone's brain works.
It's so amazing, and that's when collaboration is so good. So I would love to write with another person who's better at putting chords to a melody, because I think a song could sound incredibly complex and beautiful where I just don't have that skill. I would love to write a song with somebody who could put a beautiful score to a melody and maybe draw out complexities where I wouldn't just have the musical skills to be able to do that.
That's what I love about co-writes, is it kind of, a song will grow and an artist will grow just from doing those, and sounds that you wouldn't have even thought would work together, because it's just different minds. Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm looking forward to doing that in the future.
That's so good. I know I saw a message there. I think it was this one. Chris and Jonathan are on video call watching Country Kickback in the UK and in Oz. What time is it in the UK, Jonathan? I never, ever remember the time difference. Let us know, one of you two guys. Jeffrey said, very good interview. And Bronwyn said, talented. There's lots of people.
That's my neighbour. Hello, Bron.
How close along? What sort of size farm are you working on?
We picked up a lease of about 700 acres, and then we bought a couple more paddocks, and we've just bought another house with a little bit of land on it as well. So we're about a bit over 1,100 acres now. So in comparison to our neighbours, we're teeny tiny, but it's somewhere to start.
Wow. And how did the kids adjust to, oh, here we go, Jonathan wrote back, 11:13 in the morning. We're all getting ready to go to bed here, Jonathan. It's morning in the UK. You'd be yesterday, no, this morning for us, wouldn't it? But you're the same, be earlier, so how did they adjust to the different lifestyle as well?
They did really well. They were quite little, and it was COVID time, so I think they were glad to be out and living a more exciting life. So we moved in September of 2021. My oldest was 5, so they were little, and they just loved it. They had to be dragged around in the car a little bit. They had to be, yelled at in the sheep yards a little bit. So it was a little bit rough some days, and I felt bad, but now my oldest is 10 now, and it's remarkable to see them grow up and be strong and capable, and they've got ideas and dreams about, having sheep studs, or, my daughter wants to be a wool classer, all these things that just wouldn't have come about otherwise. It's really lovely to see this new and wonderful life come together for our kids, and they're very good at opening gates.
That I like. You can come and visit us anytime. Chris just said that he's added you to Spotify. Actually, while we're on that topic, Chris, as well, if you scan the QR code on the song, you can also add it to your Spotify or whatever device that you're sort of watching on platform. I don't know. Do you have one that you were paying attention to chart-wise that you kind of use the most, or do you Apple Music, Spotify? What's your preferred option?
I do use Spotify. I'm not on an Apple phone, so Spotify is sort of the one that I keep the closest eye on.
Yes, yeah. Everyone's different. That's why I always like to ask that question, because not one of us has the same devices and same things. So, as we were saying before, produced by Matt Fell. So if you haven't already listened to it, make sure you go up and have a listen at the end of the show. Wait till the end. Don't leave it yet. So how about you touring and music? How does that work in for you with the farming life? Is it something that's easy for you to go on the road with?
I've not done it yet. So touring is the next step. Yeah, I haven't done a gig in a long time, and that's the question I've been asked the most is, when's your next show? And I hang my head in shame. There is no show, but there will be. I think at the moment I'm working on not being rubbish, so that when a show comes up, I can stand up and perform a good set. Working on some, even just playing the piano, like I'm just a bit rusty. And I could get a guitarist to come, but I need the skills to be able to do it properly. So yes, I'm feeling a little bit underprepared for touring or showing, but I will get there, and it's a good thing to aim for, because I can't expect people to follow me, or I can't build a fan base without doing live shows.
It is hard, but it's also hard. You've got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah. Are you thinking of Tamworth in January? Have you been to the festival in Tamworth?
I've never been, and I wouldn't even know where to start. But I one day I would love to go, and I would love to maybe do some busking or something. I'm not really sure how it will go, but that's it. I'd love to get plugged in. Again, I'm a brand new baby country artist, so I think that all of this is for the future.
Stick with us. We will help you. We will definitely help you. Bronwyn actually has got another comment here, but I haven't read it. She said, "Hello, neighbour. I'll be your backyard groupie." Oh, that's so. You've got a beautiful community where you are. It sounds like you've really fitted in.
Yeah. No, my neighbours are the best.
In the process of getting ready to go out on the road, all those sorts of things, are you still writing? Have you got more music that you're planning to record? What is your plans to sort of end 2026 with?
Yes, I am still writing slowly but surely. I have a few other tracks that I've written and recorded that is not finished yet. So I will release a single every 4 or 5 months and work towards an album. So I doubt it will be next year. Just being realistic, I've learned to just understand how to expect what to expect of myself, and I think I'm happy to take my time and to let my audience grow slowly but surely, and with every release, just to build a little bit. And I'm looking forward to it. But yes, I am writing songs. It's cool. I think it's going to be a little bit of a mixed bag, this album. There's a bit of everything.
I love that. That's the best. That's one of the things I like about a first album is it's a album started, like, you've got your whole life story to put into that first album. You've got so many options, and then your second album kind of leads on. So the first album can take, one, a long time, but two, has so many different stories, and then your second album changes, and third, and it's kind of like listening to your diary as you've lived it in a lot of ways. It makes it lots of fun for the first one. Chris said to go down to your local on Friday night and start getting out there. I love that. It's that's the best thing in this industry. And audience, like, I don't know how many times I've had people watch the show and go, "Hey, have you thought to play here?" That's one of my favorite things is going where the fans are, rather than sort of guessing, helping with all of that. Here we go. There's another one from Jenny. your old teacher will teach your kids out on the road.
Oh, that sounds amazing. That's my grade 4 teacher.
Take her on the road. Yep. Suitcase
Absolutely.
in hand. That sounds perfect. Tell us a little bit about, you were saying before that you did a little jazz and your family being musical. How did that all come about? Did they perform? Were they sort of more home music, but when you were really young? I know you're saying that your siblings have their own music projects at the moment, but how did that come about when you were very young?
Yeah, we didn't really do anything publicly as young children.
Yeah.
We just sang together. We sang at church, things like that. But I've got some very talented siblings, and I would love for them to get out more with the things that they're working on, because they're quite remarkable. And I love it best when we can come together and play, even if it's just in our lounge room. Yeah,
Yes.
it's great. But my brother Eddie, he's a wonderful guitarist and he's a wonderful composer, and he's got his own music. He used to perform with me a lot of my jazz gigs. So we had a great time when we were, I don't know if he was in his 20s, but I was in my 20s, and we just went around a couple of bars and here and there, a couple of weddings. We just used to hang out and play music together. It was great, a great memory.
That is so exciting to hear, and maybe a family song at some point on one of the albums. That would be lovely.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I'll be roping them in for sure.
It'd be good to get all your different writing styles together and not kill each other, because I know if I was writing with my sister, I'd probably have trouble.
My family are very lovely, but you never know. It could bring out the worst in us.
Something has to. You've got to get the stories from somewhere, all the different stories. Yeah. Jonathan said that, Chris said, Chris and Jonathan are watching together at the moment from different ends of the world. Loves the support that you're getting from your old teacher, and it's awesome. And Jonathan has popped in and said that he was at Nashville in the Round in the UK last Thursday with Sarah. Sarah Louise's music is wonderful. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of artists. And now you've got a new one to add to your list, Jonathan. You can add Ally into your list and enjoy her songs. I think one thing I've noticed in Australian music is that we have some really loyal fans and some really good fans, but we've also, Australian music is getting out overseas, and the UK is absolutely one of those places that are really loving Australian storytelling, which is, I think, one of the key things in what you're doing. It's they're real stories. And it's nice to see he's just written back and said he will. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about, I know, I'm sorry, we always say 20 minutes and I always go over, is your artwork. We're talking before you went live. I love your artwork. Tell us about the story behind that, because it's such a great picture.
Yes, it is. I had a very clear picture of what I wanted. I wanted the rugged Australian kind of landscape. The farm that we lease is a lot of old gold diggings turned farm. And there's one particular rugged creek crossing. The creek is called Mount Misery Creek. And it's just rough looking, and it's got these beautiful rocks and black wattle trees. And I just thought that was a perfect backdrop for this song, because it's kind of got that, the song's got a little bit of artistry in terms of the landscape. I wanted to highlight the roughness of that landscape in the picture. And so the photographer that took the picture, his name is James Brazel. He does a lot of rural photography, a lot of photography in the wool sheds.
Yes.
And he just nailed it. And he showed me the composition of the shot as he was taking it. And I was like, yes, that's the one. That's exactly what I was after. So super wrapped with that.
I did notice actually on your, when I was looking at on your Spotify and things, and the footage in the shearing shed and things, and I wondered, was that the same photographer? Because it was just such a nice outlay in the shed as well.
No, I think that was my phone on a tripod.
Was it really?
Yeah, the little Spotify canvas there.
Yes.
Yeah. That was just my phone on a tripod.
The video. Yeah. Oh wow, that looks great. The video that was on there, and I thought that was fantastic. Lots of fun. There's so many people commenting from YouTube and Facebook and all the places. Jeffrey said, "Love to see you do a gig in Launceston or Georgetown."
Love to be in Launceston.
Yes, definitely. And I have been looking at some venues in Georgetown very, very recently. So That would be great. But when you're down here, you're thinking you're probably going to record with Matt again. We could do a show when you're down here. That would be the way to go.
Yes, I need to call him, but I'd love to get down later this year.
Later this year? Oh, that'd be great.
Yep.
Well, leave it with us. We'll see what we can do with the Launceston show.
Awesome.
I've got so many things that I want to see for you and watch you grow, and I'm really excited to hear that you are going to do it single by single, because I think in this world it's a single world at the moment. I'm an album person. I love a hard copy album, but when it comes to getting the most out of your music, it's and starting out, singles are so good because it gives us different sides of you, different sides of your sound, different sides of your writing.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jules, my publicist, said if I don't do a couple of single releases first, my album will just land on deaf ears, because I'm emerging. Emerging is the right word.
Right, Jules does know. He's very good.
Very happy to take my time, but I love an album too. I love that it can tell a story, and it's a product of its own, and you can sit down and enjoy it. I think that it would be remiss of me not to make one. I love just even the order of songs, hearing how people have crafted this theme.
Yeah, how they've layered them, and who played on the songs, who wrote the songs with you, the thank yous. I'm really, really sad I'm that person that reads all the thank yous and remembers them. I don't remember the important stuff in life, but I do remember those things. But that's what I love. I love the art, and I love the hands-on. Next thing you'll have to look at is merch, and that's a nightmare. Choosing merch.
Sounds fun.
Have you had anybody requesting merch and giving you ideas of what they like? Not yet?
Not at all. I will probably go with the good old trucker's cap and maybe some vinyls and leave it at that. Is that too lazy? I don't know.
I've noticed some artists are now doing tapes, like cassette tapes. They're coming back again. I don't know. I don't know what whether they have a fairly high cost, but I've noticed that starting to come back with the records. And I'm a vinyl person. If I can choose to listen to it over vinyl or CD, I vinyl every time. I love it's not perfect, and that's what I love about it. It's just got all those different sounds. Are your kids singing with you on anything? Have they been helping with you?
What was that? Sorry.
How about your kids? Have your kids been doing any singing and things with you?
No, my kids, they sing with gusto. I think that if they were musical, it might have to be taught with them. My nieces and nephews sing like angels. My children sing loud and free. But no, they are my biggest fans, though. They're so sweet. They get their school kids, school friends and school teachers to listen to my songs all the time, and which is very sweet.
You need them on the road with you. They can go out and make everybody get their phones and get the free save.
For sure. I think I'd love to go with them.
I mean, and how special. I know when my dad, when I was really little, he did a lot with radio, and he did play guitar, but that didn't go so well because he squashed his hand. But then he did some drums and some different things filling in. But I remember going to shows with him and dancing and calling when I was little, and that was what inspired me for music down the track. So seeing Mum actually going, you know what, I can put a single out and it will be played on a radio is a pretty big thing for them to have to watch and learn from.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They really love it, which is great. It would be pretty terrible if they hated it.
When they're teenagers, that will be. Now, I know I always ask this question of every artist, but I do it because there are so many options on social media, and I don't know about you, but I have 2 or 3 that I keep updated the most, and the rest are when I get time. So is there a preferred platform for you social media wise? Anything that people can follow along to hear your story and music as you are releasing it?
Yeah, I'm just on Instagram and Facebook at the moment, and that's it. So I keep probably a closer eye on my Instagram page, but Insta and Facey, they're the classics.
And for artists, I know you're probably starting to experience this. It's only been a few days since this single has come out, but if people want to get messages to you and tell you, you know, their stories and what the music's making them think, because I think a lot of people would take a different story from any song. We all interpret it in our own way, and is there a platform that they can reach out to you to actually share those thoughts and things as they're doing it?
Yes, I love hearing from people, and I love hearing what people thought of the songs that I write, especially with Dig. I've heard several different takes on it and people getting different things out of it. I love that. So yes, message me on Instagram or Facebook. I will read and respond. I love hearing from people that have heard the song and have thoughts about it. I think that it's really fascinating, and I love hearing about how something I've written has made them think about something. It's one of the highlights actually of this release in particular.
It's such a beautiful feeling, isn't it? And I don't know whether you've noticed it yet, but I find when I've done a song and put a song out in the world or work with an artist to put a song out, the things that come back that you did not think of when you were writing that or when you were watching that thing. And it's just incredible how much a song can change just person to person, but same lyrics, same melody, just different minds.
Yes.
I love
yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, no, I love it so much. And this song is open to interpretation because it goes kind of deep, but it could be applied to any number of things. Basically anybody that has gone out on some kind of adventure or stuck to their guns when something in their life has become hard. Which it could be so many things. In my mind, I had farmers in mind. So a lot of farming people have resonated with it. But all manner of people have gone, oh, this relates to me in my small business or whatever it is. This is wonderful to hear how it's encouraged different people in their different walks of life.
The power of music, it's so special. I say that all the time, but it's so true, and it's one of the magics that we have. It's I'm also a nurse, and I've worked in a lot of dementia units, and when you see somebody play a song that somebody who doesn't know their own name or anybody or anything in life, nothing's familiar anymore, and you see a song and it changes that, it might only last a few seconds, but it just shows how much music does do to the human mind, to our feelings, to who we are. So having that power to release something in the world that can do that for someone is pretty special. Very special.
It's really such an honor and a privilege, and that's what my husband keeps telling me. He says that these songs are so beautiful, it would be like remiss of us not to put them out. And it is a labor of love at this point. I'm not I'm not naturally wanting to be up on stage singing songs. I'm going to enjoy doing it when I get there, but I think there are some beautiful stories to be told. So if you've got the ability to put something together that's beautiful with your team of people who are so clever, it's our duty, I think, to create and to make the world that bit more beautiful with what you can make.
I love that. It's just so beautiful. Well, welcome to the country music community again.
Thank you.
I'm loving being out. I am so excited to see you grow. I would love to help you with anything that you need. We are so excited to hear from you. We've got another fan who watches very regularly, Kaz, who does a lot of reviews on music, and I know she's going to be very excited to hear your song and be able to do that for you because it's right up her alley. She's just absolutely loves it. So I can't wait to see you for your next single and watch you as it all unfolds and you get out on the road.
Oh, thanks very much. You've got me all excited now.
So I can't wait. But thank you. Again, everybody, if you haven't already listened to the song, you can scroll to the top of the comments and listen to it, or you can scan the QR code that is here. But make sure you head over on Facebook and Instagram to sign up to all the socials and keep an eye on Ally as she goes through the journey of it's something that you don't get a choice now. It's out there. It's part of you. You're going to keep going. It's not a choice anymore. It just happens.
Push the boulder downhill.
Yes, that's right. Exactly right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's been lovely having you to talk to. I can't wait to see you soon.
You're welcome, and thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
Anytime. We'll be back next week, guys. We've got so many shows coming up between now and the end of the year, so keep an eye on the page. Tour is about to start for us. We're going to be on the road a little bit with different artists, so keep an eye out, and hopefully we'll see you somewhere at a show very soon. But we'll see you all next week. See you guys.